on the Wi-Fi. Okay, I'll just put it. Which filter do you want?
Something good.
The dog.
Oh, that's good.
I like that.
Or the hard eye one. That one makes your face look good.
We can't stop yet. But the one that makes my face look good, I like that one. Hi, are you guys here for Canvas? We have a.
Oh, we have somebody who joined.
We have a sign.
I don't know who that is, but hi. Thanks for joining.
Hey.
Hello.
Guys, we're getting followers as we speak.
Oh, this is very exciting.
Wow.
We're gonna start soon.
We have hi guys. So this is gonna be the info session, but like IG live. Oh my god, we have hi guys. We have like this is like the most people I've ever had on the live before. This is literally the most exciting. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna like hi. This is for the. They can hear what I'm saying.
In any order?
No. Order of people who signed up.
How early do you think you signed up? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Well, it's also sorted by year.
Not really.
It just happens.
It happened by year. It was weird.
Wait, so it's juniors, seniors, and sophomores?
Yeah. We're getting fancy.
Now that we have to
Can I pin
represent
this?
everyone.
No, I can't.
Yeah. That's really what it is.
That word is banned.
Hence the name. Canvas.
Chubby, you look great.
Thank you.
Every like 10 seconds, a bunch of heart arrows like hit your face.
Oh wow.
It's really
Very
cute.
dynamic.
It's very dynamic.
All right.
It's really cute, actually.
So we're gonna get started. It'll be just really quick, probably 10-15 minutes, going over the details of the event so we're all on the same page so it runs smoothly. And also answer any questions. We do have over 80 people attending, so and like showing work, so it's really good that we all are on the same page so it runs as smoothly as possible. So also, this being said, the Instagram live video will probably be posted somewhere, so you can have that for reference, and we will also send out an email with most of this information. But verbal communication sometimes sticks better, so that's why we're doing these. So the event is in. You good, Jaden?
This is not stable.
Okay. The event is in not next weekend, not the following weekend, but the weekend after. So 3 full weeks till the event. So start thinking about what you're going to show. I guess that's the big ask on your part. The details of the event, it's happening Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There'll be an opening Friday night. It will be up all day Saturday. Up Sunday morning, we're going to have an alumni brunch, which I'll talk more about in a minute. And then after the alumni brunch, we will be taking down. So Sunday afternoon will be takedown. Also, setup times will be assigned based off of the availability you guys specified in the sign-up process due to classes happening. So we need to have like a staggered setup as classes and it will be on the Pratt Studios 3rd floor. So we're going to be using that hallway space, using classrooms. And everybody's going to get one of these 4x8 panel wall spaces, and we'll have the option to have a table in front of their work. That's going to be like day of setup. If you're like, oh, I want a table, we'll push the table in front of yours, and if you don't, we can remove that. That being said, if you do have space, like accommodations that you need, like I know Whitney last year you had a really long piece that was wider than 4 feet. So let us know as soon as possible, preferably before Friday, and we can work that in. So also on Friday, I will be sending out the initial floor plan for the event, a participant guide, which will have most of this information, resources for you. Things such as like social media posts, so you guys can like be like, hey, my work's in Canvas, it aligns with our branding. We'll also have a link to the Facebook event, so you can share that. That will all be included in this participant guide. So things to think about as you're planning your space for the showcase is to think about if you want the table, how you're going to cover the table. You don't have to, but the tables do get pretty gross, so it's nice to at least put down paper or tablecloths. Sometimes people have used wrapping paper, so think about things like that. Some people will also put like a seamless on their wall to like have a different color background. There's lots of things you can do with that space. Other things you can think about, people had business cards, stickers, things like that they could hand out to guests to create more engagement with your personal work. And that was something that was really successful last year. I know a few people had like a comment book, which was really cute, and people were able to write like really supportive messages in that. So be as creative as you can. I'm just gonna say that. Also you can display motion in your space via laptop, monitor, iPad. Pinning iPads to the wall work really nicely. I think you can rent iPads from imaging.
You can rent iPads on campus, but like obviously there's 85 people participating in the show. If everybody's going to rent an iPad, they don't have 85 iPads. So it's kind of a first come, first serve. If you have your own, obviously just use your own. I wasn't sure if you're going to touch on this, but also make sure it doesn't play sound out loud.
Yeah.
If it has sound, you have to have headphones, either wired or Bluetooth, however you want to do it.
Exactly. And then also remember that it will be up all weekend, so we will ask that you remove your personal technology devices Friday night, and then you could put them back up for the alumni panel or things like that. But the space will not be secure. Yeah. Push pins will be provided by the department, so you don't need to worry about that. Any questions along the lines of presenting your work?
About motion that you can.
Yeah, that's the next topic. We'll just go there, and then we can. If you guys have motion work that you want to display on a larger scale than what is accessible in your space, we will be using the monitors in the hallway of Pratt Studios to display motion. So we are going to be pretty strict about the way you submit it, because we're going to be putting together a reel for everybody and submitting that to Patrick so he can put them on the monitors before the event. So I will send out this information, because I think verbally it doesn't make sense for me to tell you naming conventions and things like that. But just make sure you follow those. If it's hard for us to incorporate your video because you didn't follow the guidelines, we will not include it. So it does take a decent amount of time, so it's easy as possible for us. Just follow what we ask. It's pretty simple stuff. Duration is 2 minutes per person, approximately. That being said, if you only do video and you want a little bit more time, that's a space accommodation that you can ask for, and we can talk about it. Any questions regarding presenting your work, both physically and digitally? Any questions on Instagram Live?
No, just Pam's watching.
Hey,
right
Pam.
now.
Yeah, she waved at us.
That's cute. Okay. So we are going to be screen printing t-shirts for the event, which is really exciting. The department is ordering us t-shirts, and we're going to probably silk screen, hopefully 3 to 5 designs. But at the moment, we have no submissions for t-shirt designs. So that's why we're going to ask everybody here, if you are interested in having your design on t-shirts, let us know. The details is it needs to be fit within a 12 by 12 square. It needs to be one color, vector file preferably, and emailed to me probably by this Thursday, because we need to actually get the screen printed. Though we don't really have much guidelines in terms of you can use the existing work that you have, you can do something new. We will have the ComD agency logo on it, but we will also include your name on the t-shirt. Any questions about t-shirt submissions? Cool. Okay. So the alumni panel, more details about this. So it's going to be happening on that Sunday from 12 to 2 p.m. We have 7 really cool panelists lined up. I will be sending all their information out in an email so you guys can look at their websites and become familiar with their work. I think it's just a really great opportunity for us to talk to people who have been in our shoes, and most of them graduated within the past 2 to 5 years. So, and their work is, I think, really cool. Everybody seems very impressed. Yeah, so how that event's going to be structured is we ask questions from you on your sign up. So we're going to be fielding from those questions, creating a plan for the panel discussion. There will be a question and answer like open to everybody at the end. And then after that, we'll move into the brunch session where you'll have a chance to mingle and talk to the alumni individually. There will also be food, so it'll be a great time. Yeah, and the one thing with that is we only have like 50 or so spots for the alumni panel just because of like having an actual space to hold it in. So we'll be sending out an Eventbrite, and I just ask that you RSVP if you're interested as soon as possible to not miss out on that opportunity. And then the last thing is we're looking for volunteers to help out throughout the weekend. Mainly we need the most help on Friday during setup, but we also could use help Friday during cleanup, Sunday during setup for the brunch, and Sunday during takedown and cleanup. So if you are interested in volunteering, just come talk to me after, send me an email. We will be giving like priority in spots to the people who have signed up to volunteer. So we have like, it's a little bit difficult to space because there's all the classrooms, but then there's like 20 or so spots in the hallway, and we were talking about who should be given priority in the hallway spots, the ones that will have most visibility, and our solution is starting with the people who are volunteering, putting in a little extra time and effort into this. Probably if you submit a t-shirt too. Yeah. We'll make that a thing.
Another incentive.
Yeah, so that's all from me. If you have any questions, let us know. Yeah.
Are we gonna be getting like and stuff?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna be bothering you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know the dimensions of the table?
That was a question asked last time. I'm going to measure those before I send you an email this weekend, and it will be included in the email. I'm going to do a nice little like diagram. It's going to be fancy. But that's a very good question.
If you want to bring guests, how?
Oh, yes. So if you want to bring guests that don't attend Pratt to the opening reception, it's a little bit tricky because it is in a non-public space on Pratt campus. So at least this is what I'm planning on happening. We're going to ask that you make sure they like RSVP or whatever to the Facebook event. I think just like mark that they're going. We're gonna take that list, give it to security before the event, so there's like a list that they can verify names on at that front desk when you walk into Pratt Studios.
What if they don't have Facebook?
They don't have Facebook.
We also have the Eventbrite.
Well, yeah, we'll have an Eventbrite, or you can email me their names, and we'll just put them on the list.
Yeah, basically security just needs a list of people who aren't affiliated with Pratt.
Yeah.
Why? Not exactly clear, but that's the T. So.
Yeah. So,
Any other questions?
Sorry, no. I had a question and then I answered it in my own head at the exact same moment. What
Do you think it's a question?
But
What do other people have?
No, I literally was like, wait, campus isn't this weekend. I'm tired. It's 3 weeks from now. And I'm good.
You're good, yeah. I feel that it's all happening so fast. But
What if you want to sell?
if you want to sell items at Canvas, we officially can't endorse that, I think, is the correct response, because we would need to fill out like other paperwork and let the department know in a different sense. That being said, you can sort of just like have like some people last year like would have pins or like things nicer than stickers and would be like, hey, take one in Venmo for like $5 to this person, or they would stand there and like sell them as they're there. So like if you want to sell stuff, you can. We're just not responsible for any of the dealings that go on. It's not 420 this year, so we're good.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So I think on that point, like it's mostly if we handle cash as the club, that's sort of the problem, and cash in and of itself being the problem. Like I think if it's like as Ava was just telling you.
I definitely don't. I think that you have to. Oh, for those of you who don't know, this is my job at SGA is to deal with these things. I
officially as a club, if you're handling money, if you're doing a fundraiser, a ComD agency is raising money, I think that they need to know, because it's like, yeah, because it would have to go into another account and be dealt with in that way. I mean, so I don't know how much we raise, but I think if people are individually selling things, it's still paperwork we have to fill out.
Yeah, to an extent, I think so, because if there's like cash being handed,
it's just that they don't want, they don't are worried about people taking money that's not
But I
theirs.
don't remember like one person.
yeah. It's also like it's not really
Yeah,
about
it shouldn't be
selling
like
your
that.
work. It's more about sharing your work with other people and having more of like a positive.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, not about sharing your work. So it'll but if it happens, we won't get mad at you. People got to make money.
Just be smart.
Yeah, be smart.
Be classy.
Yeah, be classy. So that's all from me. Feel free to email comdagency@gmail.com, I think, at any point. If you have questions, you can DM us on Instagram. You can come talk to any of us. I'll send you guys emails probably Friday. It's going to be a big one. There's going to be a lot of stuff, but it's going to be very informative. So just read through it. And don't hesitate to reach out.
Cool.